get ready. It's Let's Talk Business with Cheryl J. Cusseau and my third hour co-host, Jeanette Diva J. Hort Smith. We've been on a summer hiatus, but welcome back to the show, Diva J.
Hey, it's good to be back.
It is good. It is good. I miss seeing your smiling face, and we can talk in just a moment. But there's so much going on this month, and we have a packed house, and we have some phenomenal guests that are coming on. What I believe is just at the right time. So catch the show that will be all up in your brand's business. Look for nuggets coming on a little later in the show from Diva J. But we will also ask the who, what, when, where, why, and how of your business. Let's get this show started. So what's happening in this month? Well, there's a lot. I'm gonna do some good housekeeping on vacation. I'll start with DJ. Did you get a chance to take a vacation? I think you took yours earlier though.
My vacations are always funny. I guess I'm on vacation. I do a little bit of work. But this summer has been great. It's been a lot of transitions for the family, so it's all good.
Okay. Awesome. Well, if you all follow her on Facebook, you know she's been several places. I had the pleasure of going to Jamaica. It was actually my first time going there. So let me take this opportunity to say congratulations to our baby girl, Alana, and my new son, Daryl, Mr. and Mrs. Daryl, and Alana Oliver. So excited. It was an absolutely beautiful wedding. It was a dream wedding.
Mhm.
And let me take this opportunity to say a special thank you to In Touch News. You know, their motto is we support those who support us. And in their July edition, which Diva J, I know you had your hands in, you see a full page, beautiful pictorial collage of Alana and Daryl's wedding, and you could just see some of the essence of the beauty that took place. But it really was a dream wedding. So thankful to God that all of us, 100 plus people, traveled to Jamaica. That's a lot of people for a destination wedding, and Alana had us on excursions every day, all the way up to the wedding day, after the wedding, and then the day after the wedding. I mean, she planned that thing down to a T. So kudos to the team and the wedding party and the parents involved. Get your copy of In Touch News July. Again, thank you, Daryl and Tampa Bay Tammy. We appreciate that. August is also back to school month. I've got three or fourth guests coming on. Well, fourth young lady coming on. They're all mothers. Single moms, let's see. Diva J has two little ones. Diva J, back to school. Where are the kids?
Oh man, so the actually what's funny, Teresa and I spoke, she was one of the first people to know when I was pregnant with Julius. But
Oh
I'll
my
start with
goodness.
I'll start with the first. So JJ, he is now 5. He had a birthday and he started kindergarten. So he's over at Rampello downtown. And I almost teared up seeing him walk to the cafeteria by himself. So, we making it one day at a time. And then Julius, he is growing and God is good. He's
He
healthy.
is.
So he just started the 1-year-old class at Rosa Valdez Early Learning Center. So,
Now they both are together, right?
now Julius is at Rosa Valdez and
Right. Okay.
in elementary school at Rampello downtown.
Okay. No, they're at two different
Yeah.
locations. He is really, really growing up. And here you talk about tearing up. My my second, actually my first granddaughter, she is so funny. I saw a post and it said, "Don't cry, mom and dad." And it was her first day of high school. I just thought that was so funny. I don't think I was crying by the time my kids got to high school. I did when they first started school, but oh, God bless you all. So, and we'll introduce our guests, but we're talking about our kids and our kids going to school. And we certainly pray God's protection over all of our students and the schools, the staff, and all involved, and especially the bus drivers who are taking our kids
Oh
back and
yes,
forth.
bus
Let's
drivers.
all just pray for them each and every day. Teresa, kids in school?
9-year-old in college. The 16-year-old is 11th grade. And the little one, we just started drop-in care, so he can get a little bit of social time. So he does that 2 times a week. He just started, because we're gonna homeschool him. So right now he's just doing drop-in care. I'm thankful to find somewhere where I can just not have to pay for the whole week, just the time that he goes. So I'm happy for that.
She's a natural. She's a natural mom all the way through and through. And I've got to come back to you, Diva J, but let me swing over to A. Renice. Kids in school? Are you muted? I think A. Renice has 3, and there's something like 12, 14, and 16. But we'll check back in as soon as she can come back. So welcome back to school to all of our youth all over the world. August is also a special month. There are a lot of birthdays. Diva J, anybody in your family with a birthday in August? Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
I know.
Jamar Jr. turned 5 years old on August 6th, and a month before that, Julius turned 1 on July 6th.
I remember, oh my gosh, these babies are growing up. And because it's today, my brother that lives in Alaska, okay, let's see. April is frozen. Yeah, because she's been in that mode for a moment. April, if you can hear us, you may have to sign off and come back on. But let me take this opportunity as we say happy birthdays to all of those August birthdays. Welcome, August. There's so much going on, but happy birthday to my brother. We were like 2 peas in a pod growing up. William, happy birthday, William. He's finally crossed over that 60th threshold. So happy birthday, young man. I hope you have an amazing day. So now, what else is going on in August? August is National Black Business Month. For years, you have heard, and Diva J has been a part of it. We preach it all year long, but particularly in August. And I saw something I had not seen in years, and that was the founder of National Black Business Month, John Templeton, was actually on Channel 8. And we'll talk more about that on next week's show. But use this as an opportunity. You have 31 days. Find 31 businesses that you can support all month long. We say spend $31+ with one of your businesses. And that's just the way we are going to continue to empower our communities economically. But more about that later. It's also National Breastfeeding Month. And listen, in one of my memos, I had National Black Breastfeeding Month.
Hey, speak it into life.
And we're going to hear a lot about that. Looks like we're trying to get A. Renice to come back on. And if so, you can look at it. She has had to change locations. We're still talking about school. So this is an opportunity. And let me know if I guessed the ages of your children incorrectly. I said 12, 14, and 16. What are their ages? A. Renice.
Oh, and I apologize about that, but my Wi-Fi likes to go out in certain areas.
It happens.
So I apologize. My children are 16, 17, and 18.
I was way off, but I knew they were real close to each other.
I am just amazed by the ages of you guys look like the ages you're saying. So that's why I'm like, what is going on? This is amazing.
You know about that black, but I won't go there. Anywho, you guys are all beautiful. So listen, blessings to you guys and to your children and as they travel on. So here we have doulas. And I'm going to start, but listen, Teresa J, you're going to have to come back because we have 2 Teresas on the show today. And when I say Teresa J, I'm probably thinking in my mind, Diva J. But you have to tell us, one of you, explain to us, where did that term come from, doulas? Now, I heard it years ago because one of our show sponsors, Reach Up Inc., they were the first company that I knew that had a program with doulas. And we could have named this show Birth, Breastfeeding, and Babies, because you guys got that down to a pat. Diva J, if you are a breastfed mom, you can share that with us a little later on. But let's take this opportunity to welcome our 2 phenomenal guests. I call them doula experts, and that's Mrs. Teresa Jennings, and we also have Ms. A. Renice. And I'm going to start with sharing with our video listening audience a little bit about. Let's see, we'll start with Teresa J, because you all, I'm just so impressed with what you're able to do. I call this the lost art. But you guys are making it happen, and that's a beautiful thing. So that being said, who is this phenomenal woman? Well, Teresa is the founder of Doulas for Life, LLC, where she helps families navigate their pregnancy, birth, and postpartum journeys. She strives to create lasting connections with each family that welcomes her into their birth team, or in this case, onto their birth team. She holds over 13 years experience in the healthcare field. Her roles include offering professional support, services to families and their loved ones in homes, hospitals, and facilities. In 2014, she obtained a bachelor's degree in health science from the University of South Florida. Go Bulls!
Yes.
She
All right.
is a certified Red Cross CPR instructor offering pediatric and adult blending learning courses. Teresa was recently featured on the Black News Channel to discuss Black mental health and the challenges Black women face in healthcare. That's a show in and of itself. She recently started a birth initiative program with a colleague where they help low-income families receive doula support and a reduced rate. That's important. Teresa volunteers with Big Brothers and Big Sister organization where she has been matched for 7 years with a little sister. How special is that? Welcome back to the show, Mrs. Teresa Jennings, BSCNA.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. This is not your first time on the show, so we're excited to have you come back here and join us. And so we want to get into a little bit about who's this woman, the work, the wisdom, how all of that ties in to both of you becoming entrepreneurs. And I know you are so passionate about your work. You would have to be in order to be able to do that. But let's just jump right in. Before we start asking some of the questions, our hot topics today actually came from the National Breastfeeding Month logo, which is really a two-part thing, but it was Step Up for Breastfeeding. And for those women who are out there, God bless you. I tried it. I gave it my best, but I cannot sit here and say to you that I was able to do that. I did it long enough just so that I could bond with my daughter. And so after that, it was formula all the way. So my hat's off to all of you that were able to do that, because it's a beautiful thing. So we're here. Miss Teresa, doulas, where does that come from?
So doula is actually a Greek term that means to serve woman. So doulas actually were around when our grandmothers were having babies, and they just marketed it as a new thing now. But doulas were actually your aunties, your grandmas. After you had a baby, they made your meals, they took care of you, and you stayed in bed. But now we've turned into a whole professional business where we do those exact same things for families. I love being a doula. I love meeting different families. And I always say I learn something from each of my families. They learn from me and I learn from them. And I will say the special place in my heart is for serving Black families. They just hold a special place in my heart. And I mostly stay in contact with all of them. They send me birthday cards from the kids, and it's just I just love what I do. My heart is full every time I leave a birth. It's definitely breathtaking to see the new parents when they have their babies.
You just make my heart smile. Listen, if you all are tuning into the show, Let's Talk Business with SJC and my co-host Diva J, please like and share. These are two incredible women who are assisting moms and dads in bringing new life into the world. It can't get any better than that. It simply cannot. And I can hear the passion in your voice. And we were going to talk about that, but we can just hear the passion. And so you share it with us why you're passionate about it. But I got to ask, did you have a doula, Teresa? For any one of your childbirths?
With the last, I had a doula because I had a home birth. With the last, I didn't know anything about doulas when I had my other children. I didn't know anything about doulas, or home birth, but I did have a doula, and I definitely, if I have another child, would do a doula. Will have a doula.
A doula will have a doula. I like that. That sounds like the title of a book, right, Diva J? A doula.
Pretty catchy.
Pretty catchy. I love it. I love it. And you've kind of already pretty much given us, your drive, your ambition, your passion, your purpose. And we appreciate that, which now takes us to, how did you come up with the name of your business? Teresa?
Oh, I thought you were talking Doulas for Life is actually came to me because I want to help parents navigate life of the newborn. As a mom myself, we know those first days of newborn can be kind of, Yeah, interesting. A lot of people plan for the pregnancy and the labor, but they don't plan for after the baby comes. You know, people forget about the fourth trimester. So I'm there to help them navigate that with, you know, teaching tools, showing them how to take care of their baby, swaddle feeding, all those things. So I say, if you don't get nothing else your baby shower, please ask them to donate to a postpartum doula.
Oh, that is a great idea, DBJ. We're going to have to remember that. And I have a baby shower coming up with my niece. And I think she might be considering natural, but you are absolutely right. There's so many other things that we can think of, and we do all of this stuff at baby showers. But as I'm hearing you all kind of navigate to more natural type of milk formula, that's another thing that you can bless a mom with as you go to these baby showers. It's not all about, you know, a lot of the high fashion clothes, but give them something that's going to be meaningful. Those kids, and I'm telling you, I had baby showers with all of mine and they never got to wear all of those clothes.
That's exactly what I say all the time.
To give and bless them with someone else. And you are so right about having someone there postpartum. I remember my sister, my oldest sister, and God rest her soul, she went to be with the Lord year before last. We were pregnant at the same time, but we had no idea the birth of the babies were going to be that close. And I'll never forget this. And I said to her, as we got closer, I said to her, listen, I'm a novice at this. You're a veteran. So mom has to come, and she had moved to Florida. I said, mom has been there with your babies, but she has to come and move in with me for my baby. I didn't know we were lining these pregnancies up like this, but don't rob me of mama coming to live with me to help me take care of this baby. I'm just telling you right now. And so my husband takes me to the hospital, and we're going into the emergency room. And I said to my husband, that's my sister's car. Oh my goodness. It looks like our babies are going to be born the same day. And indeed they were. Ricky and my son Yannick and my sister's son, Ricky Twans, were born the same day. I told her, I was in the operating room and labor and delivery, and I said, could y'all go in there and check and see if you have a patient named Bernadine Twans? And if so, tell her Cheryl Cousteau is in here too. Let's see who's gonna have these babies first. But enough about that. Diva J, take it away with our second guest. Thank you so much, Teresa. We'll be back to you in a minute.
Absolutely. So I have the distinct honor of introducing our second guest, Miss Berenice Gardner. So she became a birth doula with a certification from Dona International in 2015. After working closely with moms at the domestic violence shelter and working with the PPEC, the Prescribed Pediatric Extended Care, she saw that there was a need. So going deeper, she found that many moms had undiagnosed postpartum depression. And being that postpartum depression is oftentimes overlooked by professionals, she wanted to learn a bit more. And so she has a certification from Peace River. And so, she knows that it's all about the training. In 2018, she was presented with an opportunity to work with moms and babies once they left the hospital. So she's taken multiple workshops and trainings across the United States about postpartum care, newborn care, and safety. So to become more up to date on services, she recently completed the workshop with birth workers of South Florida to further assist moms in their fourth trimester, which is when mom and baby goes home. So Miss Berenice, she has certainly not only experienced it firsthand herself, but is now helping mothers through that transition period. So let's give you an opportunity to share with us a little bit more about why you decided to go along this way, this path of being a doula.
Hello. So why I decided to go on doula because I love babies. I didn't have a doula with any of my children. I didn't know anything about a doula, or I actually had my oldest girl by myself, and I had my son by myself. Like, my mom couldn't get there in time. She literally went to the elevator and came back and he was already born. But just going through everything, even though I have been in the health field since I was 16, it's different when you're the patient. So I said, I want to do something to help. So I started doing my research, and I had already been in a delivery room with my cousin, and she had all of her kids. And I'm like, I like this. I can do something with this. I started doing research. I learned about different programs that offered the doula certification. I took the course and I've been playing with babies ever since. It's not a job to me. It's more like I consider what I do a ministry because I get to touch lives. I get to see them being born. Like I just had one Saturday and I cry every time. I love them. I get to hold them. And the home births, it's something different about a home birth because you can let the mom do what she does naturally. I only service Black women. I don't have anything against other races or ethnicities, but I only service Black women because for so long we were deprived. And I'm not gonna get on my soapbox, but the way that Black women are treated in the hospitals, I absolutely hate it with a passion. And I was like, if I can bridge the gap with just one, because these unnecessary C-sections and the women, the moms that are dying and leaving these children without moms, it's horrible. And the statistics, my goodness, y'all don't get me started, but that's why I do what I do. I love what I do. And I love it. There's nothing else short of I get to put on my superhero cape and I get to watch a mom deliver a baby. And it's always, Miss Niecy, do I hold it this way? Yeah, hold the breast that way, baby. Let it drop. Like, you know, it's like, don't push, you know, you're gonna feel that fire, but just don't push and just letting them do what their bodies were naturally made to do. I just love it. I love it.
That's absolutely amazing. You said a whole lot. Like I said, Teresa and I had a personal conversation, but I'm one of those moms where I thought I knew what my birth plan would look like and end up having not one C-section, but two. And I remember at the beginning of the second pregnancy, when I was talking to Teresa, I said, you think I can do a VBAC? I don't know. I had a C-section. She said, you can do it. And so I remembered that. And, you know, this whole idea of the doula being there to support mothers, especially mothers of color, who, even though you think you may be advocating for yourself in the healthcare system, you're still not heard. So having that extra support, I think, is just so important. And so one of the questions I want to ask of either of you, and maybe you to start, Berenice, is what has been some of the misconceptions about doulas? Because this is, to your point, a new concept, and even for mothers of color, a new, you know, what is the misconception?
One of the misconceptions because I'm already in the nursing field. So one of the misconceptions is that when you come in, some of the partners may think that you're there to replace them. Look, bro, I'm not here to replace you. I'm here to help you. We're not doing that. We lateral. Like, I got your back. And you will hear, I love it when I go to hospitals and they don't know my background, especially when I go to St. Joe's, because that's one of my employers, and they start throwing around the lingo and the medical terminology to try to use it as a tactic to scare them out. No ma'am, come on, run that back. Nope. So it's like, oh, wait a minute. So that doulas don't know anything. Doulas they just certify. What I was called? I was called I'm just a do girl, a handmaid. I was called that before.
Wow. Okay. What about you, Teresa? Any misconceptions that you oftentimes face or hear?
Oh yeah, definitely. I don't need a doula because I have a midwife. We have two totally different roles.
Can you explain that? What are the two different roles?
So as a midwife would be the medical side. So at a birth, she's going to be doing the fetal heart tone. She's going to be checking mom for dilation, although they don't do that often. They kind of let mom do her thing. And I explained to moms, well, the midwife is only going to come once you're actually in labor. The doula arrives first. So the midwife want to make sure you're actually doing something before she comes. So I'm there with you doing all the walking, the breathing, making sure you're drinking and we're moving and we're dancing or whatever you're doing at home in the birth center. I'm there from the beginning. So they're going to be your medical. All your prenatal appointments are going to be with your midwife. Your measurements with your midwife. So we're not the same. It's like, well, I don't need a doula because I have a midwife. We're not the same. We work together, but again, we're generally there before the midwife arrives.
And then I think also you're there in that fourth trimester. Now, me as a non-professional, I call that the stage of misery.
Yes, yes.
But I mean, you talk about that superhero cape. You're absolutely right. I almost had a story like Cheryl where my sister and I were 4 months apart, and I said, "Like, you got 4 good months to get out your stage because I'm gonna need more." So going through this stage, what have you all found to be some ways? What is the support that most mothers need in that fourth trimester? And I know that's a loaded question, but
I got
maybe
you
the
there.
top three.
The number one is sleep. Sleep. So a lot of my clients want overnight care, where basically they hand me the baby or babies and they say good night. And I would say another thing is just a listening ear. We hold space for moms because maybe mom didn't have the birth she planned, and we had to let her unfold, unravel all those things she had going on in the birth process. So we're just there listening. Also nourishing food, I would say, is important. Having warm food. People don't know you need warm food to heal your womb. So in the daytime we're making meals, we're doing the housekeeping, doing baby laundry and those type of things while mom rests. We do hold the baby in the daytime. We kind of want mom to just mom with the baby while we do everything else. But sometimes mom say, you know what, you're here, let me just take a shower and get a nap. So we'll take care of the baby in the daytime. But I would definitely say the number one thing is sleep, because we don't realize how tired we are after we have babies. And especially our Black moms, we feel like we have to do all the things. We can't sit down. And I explained to them the importance of resting your womb because it causes you to bleed more if you're moving around. It's okay to ask for help. Ask for help. Say, hey, can you come over and do X, Y, and Z? And I always stress to moms, don't let people come to your house. It's not going to help. Don't have people come and take pictures on Instagram and they not really there for you. They just there to stop by and be nosy. If they're not coming to bring a meal or wash some dishes, we'll see you in 6 weeks or whatever. But please don't come and do nothing. And moms are not there to entertain you when you come. Bring your own food, bring your own drink when you come. She's not there to entertain you. And don't overstay your welcome. An hour is enough, and then you leave. Because mom may not want to tell you she wants you to go. Just leave.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, Cheryl. Go ahead.
No, I'm listening to her. First of all, I need a do-over and I need some doulas. I didn't know doulas did that much outside of taking care, helping mom with the baby. That's a lot. That's a huge responsibility. But listen, I know, DJ, you're going to come back and talk to them about the branding nuggets and the aspects of their business. We're going to break for commercial in about 2 minutes. But just listening to you guys should, Teresa, you have a calendar. And we're going to talk about business products when DJ comes, when we come back after the commercial break, because we'll bring Teresa McCumber on and you can show your calendar then, because I think it's important that you all share what you all are doing to the masses. And it's a beautiful calendar. I think I got a dozen of them or so when she first came out with them, and she'll show that to us. But you said something that was so profound, and I thought about doula etiquette. One of the two of you need to publish something about doula etiquette, because hearing you state the things that we don't know, we didn't have a clue about. We're coming to see that baby. We're not coming. People aren't coming over there to help you clean your house and do all that. Your family and good friends and godmamas and people like myself. But you do have people coming over there, and they're more work for you than the baby.
Yeah. We're there to take pictures.
On doula etiquette. DJ, we've got a minute before the commercial, so we'll break into the nuggets. But anything you want to say before we break for commercial, DJ?
Well, I wanted to ask Berenice, just from your experience, what made you want to, you were a nurse, so what really did it for you that said, I need to be a doula? Because it sounds like, they're not the same, clearly. So what made you say, nah, I need to do this path too?
I lost the baby, and I had a baby, and I had Malachi by myself. And I still to this day don't know why he didn't come home with me. All I know is I went to the hospital pregnant and I came home without a baby. So I was like, if there was somebody else there with me, I would have known more. I feel like in my heart that could have been prevented, but I will never know. So I don't want another mother to experience what I went through. It's not fair. So that's what drives me especially when I hear certain doctors, I ain't gonna say his name.
Don't do it.
I hear certain doctors ready to cut on moms for oh, well, let me just stop giving you Pitocin so we can speed up or delay something, and we can just give you an unnecessary C-section, or let's just get you, digging and pulling and cutting and stuff. So that's one of the things that I can be right there, because being on the medical side, you have limitations. You can't be all up in their face and their personal space per se. But when you're a doula, I can hold your hand, I can walk with you. We're one-on-one. I don't have a couplet when I'm a doula. When I go to St. Joe's, I have to have a couplet. But when I'm with my mom, it's just me and the mom. And I can give her all my attention.
That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. In my first C-section, I remember waking up and I didn't see the baby. And I was so adamant about seeing the baby. I was in a phase and said, where's my baby? They put the whole hospital bed in the NICU so that I could see him, because I was that adamant. Like, there was no, I don't care what I was on, I needed to see the child. So I can certainly only imagine that, and I'm sorry for your loss, but I am so happy that you found power in that loss and have empowered others, because that is truly changing lives.
And we're going to come back and talk about that power. We're going to take a commercial break, and I'm with Diva J. So sorry for your loss, but remind me, guys, we're going to talk about Reach Up and what they do for the unbirthed birthday, first birthday. Back in a moment.
Cancer affects everyone, but minority populations are often hit hardest. Moffitt Cancer Center is working to address the barriers that keep some groups from getting the care they need. African Americans develop cancer at a younger age, have more aggressive cancers, and experience worse outcomes than the general population.
While cancer treatment is evolving with precision medicine, who is being left behind? We know for many decades that some groups experience a greater burden of cancer than others. We can prevent it, we can detect it early. It's very beatable when we find it early. I have worked with cancer patients during their treatment. All cancer patients have courage.
So my treatment was about 18 months. I had 3 cancers and 7 surgeries. But my son told me, like, Mom, you're the strongest person that I know. Moffitt saved my life.
During COVID-19, Moffitt is a safe place for your cancer care. Call now to schedule an appointment.
And we are back. Welcome back to Let's All Business with SJC. I'm here with my co-host, Diva J, for the third hour of the show. Music going. Okay, we'll try that again. Welcome back to Let's Talk Business with SJC and my co-host, Diva J. Listen, I had to take a deep breath. Berenice, that was so moving in what you shared with us and the importance. I've heard both of you talk about Black moms and their births, and I wanted to make note of one of our sponsors of the show, Reach Up Inc., where there's a will, we are the way. And I remember a few years back, my son was home, I think he was home from school, and Reach Up was putting on their unbirthed birthday party. And they would put these parties on once a year for those parents who lost their baby before that first year. I remember my son being so moved by that and wanting to volunteer and help out and see what he could do. He wasn't even a parent, but he saw the importance of that role. And as A. Renice mentioned, the data is there. Reach Up has spent years researching that data about the low birth rates and the babies in our African American families that are not making it to their first birthday. So you are absolutely right. But there is a lot of data there that pinpoints a lot of what's happening, and it's only happening with Black moms. It's only happening with Black moms. And that's a show for another day. They have a doula program. They have their fatherhood program is coming up next month. So we'll hear a little more about them on our show. But our condolences to you. There's all we can do is just give you a virtual hug, because that is quite the experience when we have gone through that. But that being said, again, welcome back. Diva J is going to come and talk to us a little bit about nuggets. And we're going to talk about a brunch that's coming up, that's an inaugural brunch that's hosted by Doulas for Life. Mrs. Teresa Jennings is the host, and as well, one of the panelists, Diva J, is going to be Miss A. Renice Gardner. And now, listen, they're going to talk to you about that, but I want to skip ahead because I don't know how much time we have with Teresa M. But let me take this opportunity to welcome Teresa M. so that she can appreciate some of the nuggets that you're going to share with Diva J. At this workshop that's coming up, and you'll hear more about it from Teresa, we wanted to showcase a product. And we were so moved by Novalife, Novaalife. Our guest, our special guest, or our gift for mom's guest, is Teresa McCumber, and that is her company. And Diva J, guess what? You get to have a conversation with Teresa McCumber.
Well, this will be my second conversation. So, hi, Teresa.
Hey, honey, how are you?
See, this is what we do. We connect businesses all day long. It's National Black Business Month. We support all of our business owners. But that being said, Teresa, tell us a little bit about yourself, and then show us two of the beautiful products that a blessed mother will receive or can order at this event that we're going to talk about in just a moment. Teresa M.
Hello. And thank you for having me. This is really a privilege. It means a lot. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So Novalife was born out of a passion project. I worked in the corporate world for 20 plus years and was like crying in my truck on my lunch breaks because I felt like there has to be another way to make a living, because I would be working 10 days a week and then on the weekends and never any time for my children. And I have 4 kiddos. 2 are in college, and then I have my twin girls that are 13.
Wow.
So I just really took a deep dive in. I'm like, I see these people on Amazon and they're selling a product and, they're making passive income. And so I took 2 weeks off of work, went through all the courses, and then worked with a designer for my blanket, launched it. Well, I left work first. So I actually took a leap of faith, prayed about it, and knew it was the right time to leave. That God was just kind of nudging me, like, there's more for me to do. I was paralyzed with the fear because, for so many years going to the same place and your routine. And my husband, I didn't have any support. So it honestly was like me following my heart and just praying about it and making the jump and the leap of faith. And I did it before I even launched the product, which was probably not the smartest move to make, but I launched it in July and it was a hit. I sold out of my first 500 units within 6 weeks. And so then I was backpedaling because I had sourcing from China, which trying to learn how to navigate all of that, moving parts. I was out of inventory for 3 months, and now I've got the streamline of it, and it's really just been a blessing. And then the 3 months that I was out of inventory, I just really just focused, lasered in, and created a journal, a notepad to keep the schedule for moms with twins, like for daycare or for grandma, and then the calendar. So it's just kind of blossomed, and I'm at it every day, and this is just I live and breathe it, and so do my girls. They're in here with me every day trying to help me with new designs. So
beautiful, beautiful. Well, I hope you had a chance to listen in on the show, because I'm sure you could certainly appreciate having a doula, having birthed four babies. And that being said, I want you to show so that both our doulas can see and Diva J, what are the two items that the mom, a blessed mom, will be able to select at the event that we're going to talk about in just a minute. Teresa M., can you show us your products?
yes. So here, the two that we could give away. So we have this is the one calendar for, I know it's probably hard.
Okay, no, we can see it. Thank you.
There's
That's
that.
nice.
So it's a hard copy and a soft copy of the calendar, right?
Well, the journal we have in soft.
Oh, the journal.
Yes.
Okay.
We can do that. I mean, really, we could do any of these. I mean, and then I have the notepad, and that's kind of the schedule for the daycare.
Beautiful.
And then we have the blanket that I showed you.
My favorite. No, you'll have to show that to the audience. We saw it, but now, so that our radio listening audience can see your blanket, can you give us a little?
Oh yeah, yes.
Look of the blanket. It's absolutely beautiful. And y'all, while she's showing the blanket, she's getting ready to produce not just for twins, but for single babies. And that's what we want to be able to offer. So if you see this beautiful blanket, nice. Born together, friends forever. I love it. I love it.
And then the
number. Teresa M., it's beautiful. Please stay with us for the duration of the show. But thank you so much for being our product sponsor for the event that we're about to talk about. And I need to get back to Diva J. She's going to share some nuggets for all of you. And then Diva J will turn it over to Teresa so that she can tell us about this inaugural event.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you know, it's so funny because, like I said, I keep saying I've had conversations with both Teresas about their businesses before. And so I'm so excited to hear more about Teresa J event coming up. And I'm really excited about Teresa M being a part of the event because those are all kind of playing into some things that for at least Teresa J and I were conversating a long time ago. So let me give some quick nuggets. I mean, you all are in this exciting business. And one thing for sure is that there's going to be babies coming. so you are in a good industry. The before life and the afterlife are businesses that will probably never go out of business. And so just some things to keep in the forefront of your mind as you're building your brands. One, video content is, I would say king, but on this case, I'll say queen. Okay. Video content is queen. When we're looking at social media, when we're looking at ways that different target audiences are finding the information, even when you're looking at Amazon, Teresa M., Amazon even now allows you to have the video as the display picture for the product. So creating that video content is so important. I think for my doulas on the line, there's so much that you ladies know. And I think mothers, especially first-time mothers, mothers of color, constantly are searching for that information. Position yourself as an expert in the industry. Whether you want to do a how-to or a did you know or a top 3 things to look out for on a weekly basis, the more consistent content you can create, the wider that message is going to spread. We know right now when we're looking at social media, it's all about the reels. In fact, any video you upload at this point automatically is converted into reels. Yes. Some things to keep in mind with reels. Yes, your content is important. The music that you have behind the content is almost even more important. So when you're looking at what music to pick, there's a little arrow that points up. That little arrow in the bottom right corner of that track lets you know that that particular sound is trending. To the best of your ability, always try to pair your videos, if you're going to do any music overlays, with a trending audio or music file. Another thing I would say, and I'm giving you guys all the secrets because you're saving lives and birthing them too, right? So another thing is make sure you're following the right hashtags. Of course, mom life, newborn, what to do, postpartum depression, all of those things. Follow them, use them. And when you follow the hashtag, like at least the first 5 pictures of that hashtag every day. That plays into the algorithms of SEO, and it begins to automatically affiliate you with those hashtags so that you begin to populate. So those are kind of some quick tips tips. Now, another thing I will say as well is if you haven't already, start keeping the contact information of your moms for the doulas and for you, Teresa, of your clients, so that you can start doing some type of email promotion and or text promotion, not spam. For my doulas on the line, I would say this is you just dropping some tidbits, what to expect in the 4th trimester, what to expect postpartum month 6, when will you see the light? I think there's just so many fun things that you all can play with. And I think for you, Teresa, as a mom of twins, you even have this unique niche and knowledge base. Yes. And they're 13. Like we talked about using them if they'll act right, but I think getting them involved in your branding would certainly be a hit. So I am just super excited for everyone on the line because I know what you ladies are doing and what you're offering is certainly needed. That's half the battle, is to figure out if people want your product. Now you all are just about getting in front of the right people. So this collaboration around the brunch is extremely helpful. And hopefully it's just the beginning of ways for you, Teresa M., you can begin to support events that are going to put you in the position to have face-to-face time with your audience. And for you doulas to be able to kind of educate, break misconceptions, and really get populations, women of color, educated about why doulas are so important and why the value of the investment in your service is another thing that I think needs to kind of be clarified, needs to be explained, because it's so new for folks. Oftentimes they're thinking, well, how much is it going to cost? That's what they think about every business. So ways that you can get in front of that question. And I think the education that you all can offer is extremely important. And Cheryl said it before, somebody on here needs to write a book. So with that being said, I'll hand it back over to you, Cheryl. But I think those are just some quick nuggets that each of you could take and really see an impact in how your brand grows.
Thank you, Diva J. I promised them that you were going to give them some phenomenal nuggets that will help them. Remember, this is a show that will be all up in your brand's business. What you do with that information will determine how successful you will be. I promise you. But listen, talking about support and talking about us not knowing about doulas and it's being new out there, the term, I'm going to read 2 comments to you. This one is from Latasha Glover. And we were talking about babies and clothes. She said, we had so many clothes for my kids. She's a mother of 4 girls, and they never got to use those clothes. And that's important. So here's an opportunity for people to purchase useful things. Teresa M., the blankets and the journals and the calendars that you're producing. Teresa J. and to you, Erinice, it's a great opportunity to purchase gift certificates for those moms for postpartum when you really, really need that help for mom and for baby. And we heard one, this is Sandra Henderson. She says, thank God so much for the knowledge. You all are very much needed. And God bless. Tasha says, I could not see my feet for a long time because I had a C-section. So here are some people that are listening to the show today. I'm so glad, Diva J, you got to meet with both of the Teresas. And we knew your chance is coming up to meet with Diva J outside of this show. But hopefully we're all going to come together in different ways. I'm here to support Teresa with her event. We want to hear about it. We have our gift sponsor. We've heard from Teresa M. Take it away. What's coming down the pipeline? I believe Saturday, August the 27th.
Yes. So August 27th is our inaugural Black Moms Breastfeeding Brunch. So the idea came from wanting to support and promote Black breastfeeding. Actually, there's a Black Breastfeeding Week. It's the 10th year for it. Okay. It's August 25th through 31st that we celebrate nationally. It came from the idea that we need more equity in breastfeeding, racial equity in breastfeeding. Okay. Cultural empowerment and just community engagement. So a lot of people don't know, but being a Black mom breastfeeding is very hard because you don't have that support or access. So there is a lack of professionals in the industry for Black moms. So I actually have to tell you guys something exciting.
I know I was gonna get to it, but you go, girl.
So I just finished my exam. So I am now an IBCLC, which is an International Board Certified Lactation Consultant. There are only 2 of us in the area. There are 2 of us in the area that are Black, so that says a lot. So representation matters. So with that being said, my idea is to be out my community and supporting. So with this event, I'm going to have moms come out. We're actually going to have another IBCLC, the other Black one, on the panel. They can ask questions. They can meet a new breastie friend. So they can go along their journeys. But the biggest thing is just making people aware that Black moms do breastfeed. We do face challenges, but we do breastfeed. So at the event, they will have a catered brunch. They will receive a swag bag. They also will have one digital photo of them and baby. Hopefully baby cooperates and they get a breastfeeding photo. If not, just a nice photo for them to keep. And also that we'll play some games and they'll get some nuggets from our panelists. We have a mom and a dad. They're going to share their journeys about breastfeeding, dad supporting mom. And we have a person with a PhD is going to share her thing about Black maternal health and things like that. So it's going to be a great event. I'm very excited.
Wait, where is it going to be? Where is it going to be?
It's going to be at that 5508 North 50th Street. I'm excited. We have 15 moms so far signed up. And we have our breastfeeding supporters as well. Ernice is going to be a breastfeeding supporter advocate there. So we have the supporters there. So I'm just excited. And our theme this year is sunflowers. So everything's going to be decorated in sunflowers. So I'm just very excited. More so to celebrate our moms, because we really need to bring awareness that we do have moms and we do breastfeed. So that's really the biggest thing, to let people know, hey, I'm here for you if you have any questions, and just celebrate their journey, no matter how long or how short. If you breastfed for 1 week, you breastfed for 6 months, you did it and you made it work for you. That's it.
Oh, thank you, Teresa.
I'm excited, happy for you.
As I'm listening to her, all I can see and hear in her products, Teresa has a calendar. Show your calendar that you produced 2 years ago, Teresa. I have my copy too. I have them in my office. I've been and kind of flip through the pages, because each month is a mom and or a baby with a beautiful little story. Incredible. Now, should that be on a t-shirt? It should be on a blanket. There's so much. You guys need to start thinking about what your product should be. Look, oh my gosh. Precious. And these are your clients, right, Teresa?
Some of them are my clients. This is my favorite.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
I told y'all I need a do-over.
and Teresa, I just want to put out here for your event that's coming up. One, you should send me the flyer, but two, childcare centers. Childcare centers with infant rooms can put this information in their bulletins, get this out here, because 15 people, I think you can do a lot more than that. So send me that flyer.
Well, she knows the number is growing because she has tickets. And guess what? She's got some extra tickets where they won't even have to pay. They may not have to pay. I don't know how many you got left, Teresa. But let's see. Hook up with Diva J. She's in childcare. Yeah. Our babies are there, and let's continue to disseminate this information out, which is why we're having the show today. So please, if you're watching the show, if you hear the show over this weekend, share the post so that our radio listening audience and our guests can hear about these two exceptional doulas, Black doulas, who are helping to bring Black babies into this world, to hear about the beautiful products that you've already created, you're thinking about creating, and to have Teresa M. to come on the show today and share with these ladies. And now she gets to participate by producing a mother gift that's going to be sponsored. And this is just great.
You know, I was thinking that y'all might have the same idea as well. I had some drop-offs, like I printed some like little giveaways for the 3D, 4D ultrasound places. So I wonder if that's also another good opportunity for you guys to like market that event.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we're going to take a moment, and because I want to make sure this comes through, our engineer is telling us if we could start with you, Teresa J. Show your calendar again. No talking, just showing the pictures of your calendar.
She needs to say something so the audio can pick it up.
Oh, you can say something. I can't. Teresa, you can talk about your calendar.
Okay, here it is. It's Black Mamas do it too. So it goes through different things that Black moms actually do, not just other races. So we have cloth diapering, which I cloth diapered my son. There's one there, and baby-led weaning. And this is Mom of Multiples. And this is a home birth. We home birth too. And then we have baby wearing. This is by far the best thing ever. When you're in the grocery store and you want your hands free, hook the baby right on.
Wear that baby. Wear that baby.
And then us just being cute and pregnant, beautiful as we are. Then this is mom feeding 2 babies.
Oh, beautiful. Now let's let Teresa M show your product, Teresa, and you talk about your product.
Okay.
Just pick 2 for right now.
Okay, no problem. So this one for the twins is the calendar, and we did 18-month calendar, so it goes through half of 2023. And each month I did little quotes at the bottom for the twin mom that says, "Mama, in case no one told you today, you're doing great. It's all going to be okay. You're amazing." And then some of the other ones, it just says twin mama, bless mama times 2. So
okay, now go to that blanket right quick because we're gonna have to end in just a couple
Like
of minutes.
that blanket, don't you?
I love that blanket.
Every mom wants that blanket.
I love
I
that
want
blanket.
that blanket.
Thank you. And the numbers at the bottom, you circle it with this right here. So
Beautiful.
you circle the numbers at the bottom, and then it comes with a sticker, a Proud Mama Twin sticker. And so the mom can take a picture every month and document their growth up to
That is beautiful. All right, thank you, ladies. I hope DJ CEO was able to capture you talking about your images. This has been an incredible show. A very, very emotional, informative, thought-provoking, get her done kind of show. I want to take this opportunity to thank my co-hosts who can certainly bring more current content on birthing babies and mom and breastfeeding. I appreciate the opportunity of collaborating with all 4 of you. And may we continue to push this video out so that more people in our community will learn about your services. Listen, the show will be back, but we had to stop to come on to celebrate National Black Business Month, to come on and celebrate National Black Breastfeeding Week and Month. Woo, woo. And so appreciative of you with the last minute that we have left. Again, thank you both. We will share your posts, your websites with your products with our thank you posts. Diva J, what say you? Final thoughts.
Man, just thank you, ladies, for the work that you're doing. Being a mother is also work in the mental health field. And so just being there, helping these moms transition, every birth is special. So, I'm sure you get thanked a lot, because if I was a mom, I'd be calling you just to thank you. I'm thanking Teresa just for the conversation we had. So continue to do the great work, and know that any step forward is a step toward progress as you continue your business journeys. The best is yet to come. So congratulations. And I look forward to seeing a lot more from each of you.
And Diva J, let's do another shout out. Diva J has been with me. Actually, we've been doing this show for over 3 years now, but Hillsborough County and part of their minority business certification program, Diva J has been there with me every year, sometimes twice a year. We bring Kara Minor on to talk to our small businesses, particularly our minority businesses, about becoming a minority certified. And Teresa M, this is something you should do if you have not done so already. Kara Minor is a great friend of the show, supporter of our events. At this moment, I want to say congratulations to Teresa Jennings, because she is officially now a what, Teresa Jennings?
Minority owner certified business.
Yes.
Congratulations to Diva J. We continue to put this information out there. We continue to encourage our business owners. There is help out there for you. You just have to take the initiative to go out and do it. Again, thank you. Happy birthday to all of those birthday honorees. My brother in Alaska, DJ CEO in Tampa Bay, Tammy, thank you. We said at the beginning of the show, thank you for the beautiful spread that you did for Alana and Daryl's wedding in Jamaica in your July edition. If you have not picked up your copy, please go to In Touch News and you'll find the distribution sites. We may have a couple of them on our campus, and maybe we'll have some at Teresa's event on Saturday, August the 27th. I don't have any, but if we can find some around, Perhaps we can stick some in your swag bag. Let us know, DJ CEO, if you have some. But again, thank you all. Thank you to Reach Up Inc. for the work that you do with your doula program. Again, on behalf of Diva J and myself, Teresa Jennings, Erinice Gardner, and Teresa M., thank you. We'll hear more information about the Sankofa summer event coming up on our next show. But this show, ladies, and thank you to all of our Facebook family, our YouTubers for supporting the show. Like, share. This show is a wrap.
Have a good day.